Hey Rachel, how are you?
I'm good, Scott. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you very much. Congratulations on the film.
Thank you so much.
I've asked this of your lovely cast members just now about this being a movie about inspiration, and I just wondered, are there still any things that you were told when you were younger, someone said to you something inspirational that you still carry into your career now?
I would say that's a hard one. My mom, at a pretty young age, said to me basically to live my life for myself, to not worry about what she or anybody else would think of the choices that I made, and that even making mistakes could lead to good places. And I think that probably always stuck with me, to kind of be undeniably you, and not be concerned about the outside pressures or the outside voices.
In terms of you as a filmmaker, obviously you're coming into this. I mean, what made this one stick out amongst others that maybe you were offered? What was it about this story and this woman who did so much amazing things for fellow women and sports women and everything else that kind of appealed to you at this stage in your career?
I think the big appeal to me with this film, and what excited me about it, is the fact that I didn't know Clarissa's story and that it should be known. I think about everything in terms of the time that you spend and the heart that you give. You put so much of yourself into every project. And, I knew enough to know that if I put even as much as I put into my cinematography, into my direction, that it was gonna be so much. It's like being pregnant for sometimes years of your life, and her story felt worth it. Like, I could not believe I didn't know her story. She's such an incredible athlete. She's such an incredible human. And I felt like if I could use whatever talent I had and platform I had to try to amplify her voice and her, I mean, she's broke history, like that it was worthy of my time. And I think
Yeah.
also seeing a little bit of myself in, obviously being a female cinematographer, being the exception to the rule, and sort of having all these extra hurdles you have to jump through, and, lenses that you're perceived through. I could like relate to this story in a way that sometimes you read scripts and it's like, this is great. Not for me. I don't have any connection to it, but with this one, I felt really personally invested as well.
For you as a cinematographer, obviously, I know there's been so many boxing movies, and the boxing in terms of the sport has been shot every which way.
Yeah.
Everyone's tried to find a way. But for you, in terms of your cinematography background, what was the important thing for you to capture, if you like, in terms of the boxing elements, rather than it being, necessarily about what angle you have, everything else?
Yeah, I mean, for me, the most successful boxing films are the ones where you care about the characters and you're invested in the sport. It's not that the action is, more dynamic or more cutty or less cutty. It's that you feel for them. And I think in this case, the most important thing was that I wasn't just trying to be a spectator. I was trying to actually put the audience into Clarissa's shoes and have them in the ring fighting with her or as her, and really just have it be incredibly experiential. So, we were single camera anytime we could be, where some boxing films are 5 cameras on long lenses from kind of every point of view, which is a different style of sort of more objective observational filmmaking. But I really wanted people to feel like they were in the fight. And I think it's working, because I see audiences members at times like ducking punches and stuff. And, it feels like, okay, we did it.
I
But
have to
really,
say, in
it's,
the audience last night, there was people doing that. I have to have
yeah.
to say, people in my screening doing that.
Yeah. And I think you care because you care about Clarissa. And
Yeah.
so it was really also balancing the life outside the ring so that you're invested inside the ring.
Well, listen, that's my time up, but I've really enjoyed the movie, and
Oh,
I hope it goes
thank
really well
you.
for you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!